Welcome back to KOTOR 2. I did the swoop racing off video. We've done enough swoop racing. There's no point in including it. It did net me a healthy amount of credits because you are able to persuade this one to give you an extra 500 for every round after the first round. There's 4 rounds total. So that was nice. Ironically, the second round out of the 4 is one I had the most trouble with. I think it's basically the learning curve of getting used to the track, right? You start out okay, because the first one isn't too difficult, but then by the time you hit the second one, you suddenly have to be good, and I am bad. So, there's that. And then by the time you hit the third one, you've ground the second one so much, you're pretty familiar with the track, and you don't mess up as much. I think the fourth and final, like the hardest one, only took me 2 tries. Which is surprising to me. Also, probably an element of luck to some of that, too. Because the amount of obstacles they shove on the tracks now in this game, luck is just inherently going to be part of it, unless you've got, like, god-tier Twitch reflexes of, like, a 16-year-old. I think we're supposed to talk to Riken?
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets.
Do you have a man named Dagon Gent in custody?
We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder.
Who got murdered?
Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
How long is Dagon going to be questioned?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him.
How can I eliminate him as a suspect?
I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
I'll be going now.
Stay out of trouble.
So, we understand our objective. Clear this man's name, innocent or not. Let's go back to the cantina. Just in case something happens here, actually, maybe we shouldn't pause for my whole run back to the cantina, because there could be other things. Also, like, this has to play into things. Surely, right? So let's go to the cantina first, I guess. Start talking there. Also, maybe I should actually pull up the walkthrough and check the conversations here. That way, if any of them provide influence, we get influence. Oh, which reminds me, we missed influence for the Jedi Crystal. I should have had, Goto or somebody in the party. There was, so every visa, handoff you do to somebody gives you influence with different characters. So we did this dark side one, which should have given us influence with, like, Goto and, you know, the dark side greedy type characters, and we completely wasted that opportunity because we had Kreia just for some fluff dialogue about the crystal. So that was my bad. I didn't have a save to go back and redo that either without replaying the entire last episode, so we're just living with that lost influence. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Theoretically, 1 check shouldn't matter, right? Okay, so yeah, there's no influence gains here, not even with Mandalore. This is an opportunity, one would think, to make Mandalore happy with us, but no. So we're just gonna, hold on, making sure my recording shit's correct. There we go. Probably was, but it doesn't hurt to check. Alright, so we just start talking to people, I think. And we should find the person who helps us out. So why don't we just go, like, over here?
Now, what did he order? I'll just guess.
I want to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder. I had the misfortune of being here that night. What do you want to know? Do you know Dagon Gent? I recognize him, but that's about it. He doesn't have the qualities I look for in a friendship. The only reason why Gent would kill Sulio. I normally try to leave the cantina before the more serious drinkers arrive. That night was near Dagon and Sulio. Dagon was attempting what I assume was a mating advance. I may not be human, but even I could tell his advance were particularly unwanted. Sulio then started swearing at him, many of the words I never heard. The ones I didn't understand, I assure you, were most impolite. Humiliation on that scale is a real motive for a passionate and deadly response. I told the soldiers as much. You son of a bitch, you ratted him out. Okay, well, there we go. Already progress. So, let's look at the quest. Okay. So nothing pointing us to anybody else in particular.
Go back to your ship off-worlder.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be... Well, you're going to name. Let's check you. Let's talk about Sulio's murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance.
Do you know Gent?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf.
Who is Beckel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Bye. Okay, and I doubt she's in here. Have we ever heard that name before? I have no idea. You got a fancy
the eyes is
coat.
swoop by champion. Just talk to me. I can't wait to tell all my friends.
Yeah, you're right. That is me.
Are you satisfied with your payment for the visa? I can exchange it for something else if you like.
I wanted to talk about Sulio's murder, actually.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on.
What were they questioning you about?
Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say.
I'll be going now. Zart!
If you'll excuse
Oh,
me.
he won't do nothing. Because we outed ourselves. I wonder, we probably can't give him a visa then, because we didn't support the Republic when we talked to him.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
I'm up for murder investigations.
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
The murder! Someone said that Sulio deeply humiliated Dagon the night she was murdered. That's a very good motive. Okay, so this is probably it, given that this is, like, unique.
She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on.
One of
They'd
those.
call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit, their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
Okay. Tell me how you know Dagon.
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet.
Oh yeah, he already said
He's not a
this.
very good doctor.
We
but
found
he
this one
is a
before.
Great drinking companion.
Let's just skip it. What happened the night of the murder?
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend.
Where did you find the body?
Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look.
Okay, there we go.
We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
I'll be going now. Great. More stuff. A murder most foul. So now I'm assuming this like junk heap and stuff will reveal stuff. So the blood doesn't seem to be anything I can do anything with. There's a trash heap for anything related to Captain Solio's murder. The only thing you find is dry blood where she was killed. Maybe there's something else in the area, like this broken droid. Right. This is the remains of a serving droid still clutching its serving tray. It has been heavily scavenged and the head is missing.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Alright. Investigating now the droid. Start with maybe Nico. Makes sense if he was the primary witness. Bro, you didn't mention a droid, Nico!
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Let's talk about Sulio's murder.
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Robot!
That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering.
What happened to it?
Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3.
Do you remember who scavenged the droid?
No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Alright. Okay, so fluff dialogue, no progress actually on the quest. Well, this guy over here started us on the chain. Let's talk about Sulio's murder. Found a broken server droid by the murder scene. Droids are sadly vandalized all the time. There's probably one of Bohema's serving droids. He keeps losing them, a source of some displeasure for him. I know nothing more, though. Is it possible that droid saw something we could recover? Quite possible. Did you find the head? The memory core is located there on that model. No, it was missing. Sadly, without a head, I can't do anything. If you find the head, I could work on it. I have the proper equipment to do such an operation. Okay, so this is a piece of the quest, but not the current one. We need the head first. So we're tracking down a droid head, which has gone somewhere. You're an unsavory person. Do you know anything about a droid head? No.
If you'll excuse me.
Okay. You probably don't have anything, right? I want to talk to you about the murder. It is a foul bit of business there. I was not here when it happened. I talked to the soldiers in charge of the investigation. 4 of the regulars talked with him: Bohema, Nico, Panar, and Kif. Okay, well, he's at least telling us who to talk to. You should talk with them. I doubt anybody else will know more about this distasteful subject. Whoops. I'll be going. Okay, wait. So, we talked to Panar. That was the Beast Rider guy. Where's Bohema? Wait, is that the owner? That might be this Bith. Ah, there we go. What brings you to Bohema this time? I want to talk to you about the murder. The incident has brought me much distress. An unhappy thing this is, and bad for the flow of commerce. What is your interest in this, sentient? Oops, I clicked too fast. I tried to skip the dialogue. As would I. I prize my loyal customers' needs most regularly. Let me structure my memories and answer your questions. Do you know Dagon Gents? Actually, this doesn't matter, right? I found a broken serving droid by the murder scene. That would be SOD-3. That's the 3rd serving droid I've had this month. I hired a human to do the job. She's not very good, but at least she won't be stolen or destroyed as easily. What keeps happening to your serving droids? Recently, this area has become more dangerous. Vandalism and robbery are sadly common. My droids keep getting stolen. SOD-3 went missing the night Sulio was murdered. So the droid was stolen and probably used to do the murder? Why didn't you mention this before? I didn't know it would interest you. He was found near the body. I'm given to understand. Nico would know more about that. We already talked to Nico. Let me ask you something else. It is a bartender's duty to answer questions, and the client's duty to spend credits on refreshment. Trust both of us to do what is right. Okay, there's nothing else So let's talk to the Beast Rider. Because we already talked to Nico, unless that unlocked more dialogue with Nico, but I would expect the quest to progress if that was the case.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
Let's talk about Sulio again.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us Beast Riders. Good riddance.
I found a broken serving droid by the murder scene.
That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were.
Any idea which scavenger got to his droid?
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though.
Where?
That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
Okay. There's our hook. So, let's go find that guy. Where's the exit? Here. There we go. Right, he's in the merchant quarter proper, not in that area. So, presumably we need to buy ahead. Get ahead in life. He is somewhere? Where is this guy? Western Square. Is that where we are? Market Square. Sky Ramp, Spaceport. Wait, was this the Western Square? Were we actually in the right area before? I didn't think he was there. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense if he is there, because that's where they're fencing the shit. No, my bad. See, oh, there he is. Yeah, okay, that was bad.
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
I need to know if you have parts from one of Behemoth's serving droids.
Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts.
I want to buy those parts.
The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits.
That's it? Here you go.
Thank you for your business.
Kif in the cantina could probably do something with this. We should head back.
Okay, remnants. Great. Kreia dinged. Might as well level her up. Unarmed specialist, yeah. She is definitely unarmed, so I mean, there's that, I guess. The usual. Should we ever put points into her other things? Is there ever any reason? There really isn't. Not for Kreia, I don't think. Certain other characters it makes sense because there's solo segments, but I don't think there's any like solo Kreia shit. I mean, she does go solo, but we don't control her. Bwahaha. I am more evil than Mandalore. Cool. Alrighty then. Oh, you know, another thing I realized between episodes that I should have maybe considered. We leveled all the way up here with Marauder. We should have only leveled once, and then we should have went and checked those cantinas for more credits to just see if Sith Lords changes that. Because you're not supposed to get credits anymore from the Slavers and the Dancing Girl if you've taken those options once you've Prestige classed. Because you're no longer at base Jedi class, which is the level that the game checks for those rewards. But that does feel kind of like a mistake. So it could be changed. And if so, we've missed out on like thousands of credits, but oh well. It's far too late for us to do anything about that anyway. The off-worlder returns. Let's talk about a murder. I have the remains of SOD3. Can you get any information from it? Let me see. You've got the head. That's where the memory core is. Give me a minute or two. That's all it takes? 2 minutes? Why did the cops do this? I guess they didn't know where the stuff was and they didn't pay attention. That should do it. Let's take a look at this last feed. Also, the cops going out of their way to investigate something properly would never happen. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
There you go. It seems this recording proves the killer came from the marketplace. You may want to show this to Nico. Couldn't tell whose armor that was. Maybe the Beast Rider? Nico.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm.
Your dick is still warm? That's... Why would you tell me that? I want to show you the last transmission of SOD3.
If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Oh, we're just teleporting there? We're not even walking over? I guess because Nico will be in the scene, so it has to be scripted.
Nico, is it? And the off-worlder. What brings the two of you here?
Dagon Gent could not have killed Captain Sulio.
That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
Surveillance footage. Nico can explain it.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
I don't think that's important, my guy.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive.
They weren't really fighting. The regulars of the cantina can vouch for that.
Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other.
Did you talk to anyone in the bar? Others can confirm they were good friends.
Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
Wait, this is the third one's a lie. So were other people. Some salvagers were stripping the serving droid there within a minute or two.
So what? What matters is who was there first. An eyewitness said he came from his office almost immediately. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi.
He came from his office, but a recording of the murder shows the shot came from the opposite direction.
You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
Fucking shithead.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team.
Typical.
Together,
They just want a case solved. They don't give a shit about solving it correctly. The Major seemed particularly unwilling to believe Dagon was innocent.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Yeah. Looking for a scapegoat for probably a political assassination.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. What the hell happened to you anyway? You Your face looks like the back end of a dewback.
Excuse
well,
me?
I owe you and Mandalore one.
I like that they do call out, like, dark side corruption. That's fun. Okay, so I did not realize this was going to railroad us straight into talking to Dagon Gent. I don't think we had a save anyway. Okay, we could save shortly after this. It's fine. Mandalore said you might be able to help me out. I need to get in touch with someone from the palace.
Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hut's vault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with?
It is a Jedi Master.
A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty on Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
I'm not certain, otherwise I'd tell you. But the man I'm thinking about is smart, likes to stay in the shadows, and is cryptic as hell. If he isn't a Jedi Master, he should become one.
Can you get in touch with someone inside the palace?
There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodiscs that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information on them. The people I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisc has the procedure.
Makes sense. Who has them? Let me at
The
him.
gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisc. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
Alright. And we got a lightsaber as well, because this is another source of a lightsaber fixture. I gotta say, ooh, we got a fancy what, like purple or something? I gotta say, the scripted lightsabers, like components, are kind of, like, I get it, right? It's really cool to, like, build your own lightsaber, but the sources of these lightsaber components feel very arbitrary. Wait, is this? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a different save here. They don't feel like they mesh. Like, why does this guy have a lightsaber component, right? That doesn't really vibe. I feel like the lightsaber components could have been integrated better. What? I didn't click on you, man. Don't talk to me. I'm working here. Okay. Oh. Oh shit. Riken is patrolling. You can try to ambush him, but best do it when there are no witnesses around. Okay. Yeah. Let's fucking gank him. Let's do one of these. Okay. Let me check some stuff. We need to look up who we should have for killing Riken if it is an influence thing, and then who we need for the dealing with the gang. Well, we'll want to bring in HK before we go to the palace. That's the only time we need to do any party swapping. Let's level up Mandalore. Yeah, because that's okay. Correct. Okay, we need to pick a new feat, it looks like. Seems like he's kind of done. He's kind of got, like, everything he really needs. Conditioning is okay. Yeah, it's like conditioning and, like, regen vitality. So I guess we do regen vitality here. That's more useful than conditioning, I think. Okay, so let's do the Martyr Most Foul. We need to find a place with no witnesses. So maybe, like, does this place over here work? Oh yeah, no, he's already going into a place with no witnesses. Okay, that looks like probably it. Let's get him.
Stay out of trouble.
You're the one that's in trouble. I'm here to kill you. He just accepts it. He's like, well, shit. Alright. Eliminated. Nobody saw nothing. Nice. Ooh. Ooh, a new implant. For me, ripped straight out of his skull. Durability implant. That ain't it. Wait, how is it not... How is it not in that section? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's my second one. Oh, it's the resist energy con +1 implant. I mean, it's still good to have. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's go talk to our contact over here about our little assassination. I don't know why I did quotation marks. It is very literally an assassination. You? Yeah.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You've made a powerful ally, Jedi.
Alright. A bunch of credits and XP. That quest is locked up. Yeah. So, the other question would be the timing. If I can bring in, what the fuck? Kreia after the HK thing for the XP, because we do have probably some kills coming up too. So we're looking for Beckel, who's like the Beast Rider person, right? Oh yeah, Beckel.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave.
You're something that belongs to Dagon Ghent. I want it back.
You? And just how do you intend to do that?
Well, I intend to kill you. But then after I kill you, I'll kill them.
Those words will be your last.
How is that not dark side points? I'm just like, yeah, let's do a murder and that's fine. Or maybe they'll happen the second I unpause, because sometimes you can beat the thing up. Okay, well that was easy. Not a problem. Holodis, open starport Visa, and a Sith Tremor Sword. Right, so we can do this Visa too. Beam Lens works for me. A Kyber Dart? Isn't that, no, Kyber Crystal. So, I was gonna say, isn't that the dart from Attack of the Clones? But no, that's something else. Wait. Oh, is this one was already open, I think? Okay, let me figure out who to give this to. So, Handmaiden is gray. So, presumably we don't have max influence with her. So, let's do that. Let's save before we do this, just in case it doesn't work for one reason or another. Oh no, she isn't gray. She just shows as gray on that screen. She's still, like, less along the path, but... Okay, so the options are Beodor, Handmaiden, Disciple, or Vices. I'm not concerned about Vices. Oh shit, wait, this is Zart, and I don't think I can do Zart, right? Because we said that. It didn't seem like that was going to be an option. Yeah, shit, okay. Well, never mind. Oh no, wait, sorry. She can gain from 2. She can also gain from Turlin. So that'll be 6 light side points, and then Handmaiden or Vices. So Turlin was presumably the one that was out at the start. Alright, let's check it. I can stomach a few light side points in exchange for influence, that's fine. So we'll go check that, and then we do the palace. Or start the palace, at least, depending on how things play out. And I suppose I could, go ahead and level her up, too. Might as well.
Yes?
Oh yeah, she only gets the 1. Fair enough. Master Revitalize. I guess we'll finish that up. Okay. Actually, they might have been here. Is this them? No. There's the citizens. Oh, I bet it's this one. Terralin. Okay. Saving here. And I think that guy told us is the other option anyway. So no matter what, we have the person.
Captain, you're back.
Here you go.
Thank the Four Moons for your kindness, Off-Worlder. I only wish I had some way to thank you. But my children and I will never forget your kindness. Hurry, children. We get to go on a spaceship. Thanks to the captain. We get to go into space.
I feel like Handmaiden's
you did.
done with
I hope
influence.
she and her family prosper elsewhere.
Light side gained, items lost, XP, no visible gain with influence. So yeah, I'm guessing the offset is just reflecting her natural alignment difference, of being that she had these light side points, and then my influence is dragging her all the way down to that level, right? So let's not do that then. If that's not giving me influence, I don't want to do it. There's no point in doing vices here, I don't think. We can't do Bayodur. So yeah, really, I missed out on the only one that actually gave me influence properly, which sucks. Oh well.
So, you're back. My offer still stands. 2,000 credits for an open starport visa.
Just checking the dialogue here, because this one has influence checks. So we do want to make sure we get these. Just so happens I have an open starport visa.
This is excellent news. I'll gladly pay you 2,000 credits for it.
It is worth more than 2,000. This doesn't seem to trigger any dialogue anyway.
It is worth more, indeed. The highest I can pay is 3,000 credits.
Here you go.
No, the pleasure is all mine.
Okay. Job done. Too bad we couldn't get influence from any of those. Really botched the one that mattered. Oh well. So, then it should just be talking to the doctor, and that should railroad us into the rest of the end stuff here. So Cantina Rats is done. So, okay, great, and we can finish up the quest to get the XP boost with Kreia before switching out to HK. It looks like. So let's save here. Also, was there anything I wanted to buy here? I don't think there really was, right? I was kind of broke at one point. Ah, it's fine. Who cares? Alright, we get to come back here anyway.
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contacts from the palace without it.
Just checking my timing. I got the holodisks.
Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Isis anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this.
I have something to do first.
Come back when you're ready. Better yet, call the whole thing off. Palace politics can get you killed these days.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's in. So let's just do a little maintenance stuff here, I guess, at the end. Do some level ups. So, Kreia... I should be able to level up everybody else that's got a level. Bayodir doesn't have a level available? How? HK does. Oh my god, HK, calm down. Stop vibrating with excitement. Sure. Oops. We'll do that. Oh, can I click every button that's wrong first? That's great. Right. She's not a Jedi. Never mind. Just kidding. That was a funny joke. I was just pranking Mira by bringing her out of the box. Oop. Right, you get 1 trillion points, and you're gonna end up wasting and having extra points because you have an insane int stat. Fair. And I can't grab Atten anyway, so that is it. So yeah, HK comes in. Well, I happened to check HK's dialogue, and we can actually talk to him enough to progress everything here. So.
Statement. Master, I must say it is a pleasure to be working side by side with you.
And why is that?
Statement. Just when I believe my photoreceptors have recorded the last potential aspect of your cruelty to my memory core, you commit a new atrocity that leaves me analyzing its impact for days. You are like a delightful random cruelty generator, Master, poisoning all you touch with your presence. You are a testament to all organic meatbags everywhere.
Random cruelty generator is hilarious. Stick with me, you'll pick up a few things, kid.
Statement. I have already learned a great deal, Master, and I'm anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocents.
All right. So let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Dark side points, influence gained, and then we have some questions, and now we should be able to do the Jedi killing dialogue, the final part of his dialogue tree, which gives us all the rewards for maxing out the influence. If I needed to kill a Jedi, how would I do it?
Request. First, Master, I would appreciate it if Jedi need to be killed, that you permit me to kill those annoying pseudo-pacifists for you. But if you are determined to do it yourself, then there are many techniques I would suggest.
Like what?
Recitation. First, weapon selection is critical. If I see one more idiot attacking a Jedi with a blaster pistol, then I'll kill them myself.
Okay, let's make sure we're on the right track here with stuff. What weapon would you suggest?
Answer. Select grenades, sonic screamers, cluster rockets, and plasma charges. Mines are also effective, since many Jedi will run to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Silly Jedi. Addendum. Gas attacks are effective if you can take the Jedi by surprise. Inhalation is less effective than ones that work on skin contact, as some Jedi seem to be able to hold their breath for long periods of time. Cautionary. Still, don't rely on it, since Jedi can fight off the effects. It just distracts them, leaving them open to another avenue of attack.
Any defenses you would suggest?
Recitation. Do not forget to activate any energy shields you possess. Lightsabers, while powerful, have trouble penetrating most military-issue energy shields, provided they are energy shields and not those crude Mandalorian melee shields.
What about countering force powers?
Answer. Countering their other powers is more difficult. Confession. I do not fully understand their other abilities, but I do know that many of them require that the Jedi know that you are there and can see you. Thus, sniping and using cover are always advantageous.
Very interesting. Anything else?
Evaluation. A technique that Revan used frequently was to attack a Jedi indirectly. This method only works if the Jedi is adhering to the self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice.
What do you mean?
Answer. Kill their allies or place them in jeopardy. Many Jedi will leave themselves exposed in order to protect another. That is why there are many less Jedi than there were a decade ago.
You seem to have thought this through.
Cautionary. Oh no, Master. In fact, that is the worst thing you can do. Explanation. Statistically, over-planning the assassination of a Jedi seems to backfire. Extrapolation. There are many theorists who claim Jedi can see the future, and I do not know if that is true, but it seems impulsive acts are more...
Oh, that's cool. That makes a lot of sense. I really like that. That's real fun. You can use these techniques against enemies to protect yourself. You need a bonus to experience, con, and reflex saving throws. Wait. That doesn't say anything about experience here in the walkthrough. Is this cut content?
Jedi, like sand kivers, seem to sense trouble a few seconds before it happens. They are tricky little pests.
Okay. Were you the only one killing Jedi?
Answer. No, Master. In addition to traps, mines, and orbital bombardment, Revan and the Sith often employed meatbag assassins for some Jedi skilled in the same techniques that I was trained in.
Like Atten.
Strangely enough, Revan believed that meatbags that did not use or believe in the Force were especially important, since in many respects, they were more difficult for Jedi to detect. Revan had many of them trained to hide their minds, as it were. Again, once these techniques were learned, the percentage of living Jedi began to decrease accordingly.
Hide their minds? How?
Answer. Generally, this was done by broadcasting strong emotions while thinking about something else. It was a curious technique, but it seemed to be effective in blinding Jedi. Whether guilt, lust, fear, they act as mental interference, making finding the true intentions of the broadcasting meatbag difficult.
I don't understand how that would work.
Answer. Obviously, a Force-sensitive broadcasting such emotions puts themselves at a risk of not using the Force properly, since to use it seems to require an inner calm that most meatbags do not possess. As much as the Jedi could not use such a technique, the Sith Lords cannot use it for much the same reasons. Such passions as guilt, lust, and fear are really strengths to the Sith code. Statement. The Master felt it was ironic that only people who had experienced such passions could harm Jedi in such a way that to kill Jedi, you had to be a human being. Revan found that quite amusing.
Fun. Okay, so what is the... How far does this dialogue tree go? Okay, yeah, this is still continuing. How many ways are there to kill Jedi?
Answer. The odds of me being forced to use such techniques against you has decreased, Master. There are some methods I could describe if you wish.
Please do.
Statement. Overwhelming odds is also a good tactic, Master. There are few Jedi that can long hold their ground against 100 attackers all firing at once, or being turned on by their own.
Order 66.
But the most effective weapon against Jedi seems to be the erosion of the spirit.
What do you mean?
Answer. Revan claimed that psychological warfare against Jedi was important because much of their power comes from their state of mind, their connection to this religion called the Force. Revan said that many Jedi have the capability to form connections to life around them, although few of them realize the extent to which this is possible. Recollection. I believe my master speculated that many Jedi did not fully form such connections because of their discipline, because they never opened their lives to the passions around them. I believe Revan termed it that one would need to be a human being to develop such connections. It is something that the Jedi Code could not teach. One simply knew it instinctively or not. Observation. Master, I am somewhat surprised that I need to explain this to you at all, considering your past with Revan.
This dialogue seems to be changed. What are you talking about?
Answer. Why, he said you had such capability, Master, but it would be your downfall. To tie
Okay, we're back on script.
to others, if they suffer or die, then you would die as well. Observation. I think Revan pitied you, Master.
Or maybe I missed it earlier? I don't know. Wait. Yeah, okay. Sounds like a force bond.
Clarification. Whatever it is called, Master, it seems to be quite a vulnerability. Revan even admitted as such. When a Jedi or any soldier suffers doubt, it weakens them. With the Jedi, however, it is more pronounced, since they are extreme examples. That is why Revan felt that Malachor 5 was so important. It was intended to be a conversion tool.
That's insane.
Assessment. When faced with a continuous series of hard-fought battles, I detected a significant statistical increase in Jedi following Revan over the Jedi Code. A compromise in principles brought about by battlefield conditions. The emotional weight of war changed Jedi morale, power, and eventually their allegiance. Conclusion. I believe the Mandalorian Wars were to beat the Mandalorians, and also to allow Revan to build the foundation of his army.
Okay, greater understanding of the Mandalorian Wars. Gains an experience bonus, wisdom, and force points. Oh, the experience bonus is probably just the 1000 XP.
At this conclusion, surely the loss of your troops and the Jedi who served under you at Malachor 5 had a detrimental effect upon you and your ties to the Force, and I suspect your desire to be around others ever again.
Thank you. Okay. Maximum force points increase? There should be a point of wisdom. 19? Did we gain a point of wisdom? We should have a point of con, so we should be able to, yeah. Base 18 con. Sick. Okay. So we got 232. Which still might beat out most of these other ones. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Well, never mind. We don't get a new implant from any of that. Giving us odd numbers of strength, con, and wisdom now. Which could benefit from different gloves, maybe. Three dex, 2 con. With regen. Or I do, like, saves and dex. Like, Karakan's might be better. Because then this point isn't wasted. Dex is going up there. I don't get any AC bonus from that, though. So really, this point of Dex is pretty negligible. And I guess I don't... This is 3 con and 1 strength. 2 dex, 1 strength. Yeah, the con one is just better. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I just don't use the armband. We pass that off to somebody else for now. Wait, which one's better? Yeah, that one. Okay. 26. And then I could just go more con, which is kind of pointless, but like... Ooh, actually, I want to go vendor some stuff. So the Aqualish near the front of the town, before the merchant quarter, out near like where the landing pad is, he's the guy who sells these power gauntlets. I think we definitely want these. We can't use these ourselves because these are heavy. Master power attack gloves, but they're pretty cool and they'll put them on Mando at least. So yeah, we'll lock those in. He had some other halfway interesting stuff like Consciousness Helm, which we could grab. Or the Daskar Hunting Mask. Attack +1 and Dex. Oddly expensive, though. But it is a helm, which feels like... It feels like helms are kind of often underwhelming for options. 2 con and a Dex versus 1 Dex and an attack. Like... Or a defense, not a dex. Like, this feels like a much better item. Am I crazy? And it's like 2/3 the cost. I'm gonna buy this. So that's gonna leave us with 83. He sells a Rhodian Deathblade, which was one of the other rewards we could have gotten from that person. I might want this, because maybe this is hard to find. Just to have stuff, you know? Might as well spend my credits, and I like collecting shit. Although I don't really care about that as much. I care a lot more about, like, the equipables. I could just save my money. Although we got, like, a ton of shit to sell. You know what? I bet you once we get back to a good merchant, we've got all the money we ever need. So I might as well buy stuff here. Because I'm, gonna have plenty of cash. So let's grab this. Just to have it. Okay. Now, Mr. Mando. Oh yeah, and I could put the strength gloves on my main character. Then we can do strength. And with that, 17, 19. I guess that's just kind of what we're stuck at, right? And then we should be able to workbench. Is that dialogue with Godo there? I'm not sure. Okay, so we're rocking 1d6, damage 3, and massive criticals. It's just nothing. So this is definitely better as this. I can do +1 dex on a crystal. Although it's not that good. Yeah, let's do a flat 5 in the force points. And then the 1d6 is still the best option here for raw damage output. Yeah, because 1 through 6 is averaging 3.5. This is 3. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I could switch out my color crystal. You know, if I wanted a proper red saber, which I usually do. Fully embrace the dark side. We can make this orange. Okay, so that's cyan, actually. Wait, I guess because I don't have Kreia here. Okay, so I can't upgrade Kreia's lightsaber then with this current arrangement. Alright, that's fine. Then I think we can wrap it up here and continue on next time.